There are heaps of different ways that we categorize data. So this is in our classifying data section. We're going to take a look at this diagram. So we start off with having a piece of data. Let's say we've interviewed a bunch of people about their preferred color of a car. We then have either categorical or numerical data. Categorical is about categories. So what's your favorite color of car is categorical. If it was how many kilometers would you prefer on the car you buy, it's numerical. So we have two distinct categories. Categories, you know what I mean? Categorical, these are things we can put into different categories. Numerical are number-based, so on and so forth. Then we go further down. So we end up with four different things, four different categories. So nominal categorical is when there is just different categories. So red car, blue car, green car, white car. Ordinal would be if there were categories that go in order. So say it's your grade, A, B, C, D, E. There's an order to those. Numerical discrete is a number that is a whole, so you can't be, there can't be 2.5 people. There's 2 people or there's 3 people. Continuous would be like your height. You could be 153.54721 centimeters, right? You can kind of go as far past the decimal point as you want. So characteristic divided into categories, numbers able to count, order of categories, categories have an intrinsic order. So rankings versus something like eye color, car color, hair color. Discrete number, like a discrete, it has to be an exact number. So it's number of people, number of days in a week. You can't have 7.6 days in a week, there's 7 days in a week. Continuous, any numerical value within a range. So mass, you could be 61.547 kilograms. Okay, here are some ways that we collect data. So number 1, census. This is about collecting data about every individual in the whole population. So we have an Australian census that runs every 4 years from memory. And this is something that they might mention in questions sometimes. Sample is about collecting data about a portion of the population. So you might just want to collect a sample from year 12 students. A bias sample is data that has been unfairly influenced by the collection process. So it's not truly representative of the population. This might be if you wanted to interview people about how they felt about reality TV, but you only interviewed people who actually like reality TV. Kind of a biased sample. A self-selected sample is a voluntary response. So you choose to be a part of it. It might be fill out this survey about your local parks and it's just posted online and anyone can fill it out. Random sampling is when every member of a population has the equal chance of being selected. So it might be we're going to choose 5 people from this group of 50 people in this maths class. Everyone has an equal chance of being one of those 5 people. All right, stratified random sampling is sample made up of random samples taken from subgroups. So you might take 7 students from year 7, 6 students from year 8, 9 students from year 9, so on and so on. Stratified random sampling. Systematic sampling is when everyone gets put in order and then every certain number of person is chosen. So let's say you have a roll of people that are alphabetical and every 5th student is chosen to be part of the sample. So what is the correct classification of this data? The brands of toothpaste used by members of the population. So we have our data. Is it categorical or is it numerical? Brands of toothpaste is a categorical piece of data. Now, is it ordinal or is it nominal? Is there an intrinsic order is there an order like there are ranks, or is it just different categories? It is just different categories. So categorical, ordinal.